and keeps focus. I guess every time I move, it's going to like change focus or something. I don't know, but I want to make this video really quick and to the point. So a topic came up today, and it's, it's based around the dating pool that we have. Not necessarily that we have, but the dating pool that we are almost limited to, being in our environments, being in our communities or whatever. And so I wanted to make a quick video about that. And one of the things I wanted to talk about on that topic is our mate selection. Our mate selection needs more work than our quest for polygyny. And I say that because I find myself in conversations and in situations where it's almost like I have the inside track on what's going on. And I find myself trying not to be quote unquote argumentative or combative, but it's hard to explain. So I'll just go ahead and just try not to make this formal, because that's where I'm messing up, trying to be formal in any of what I'm trying to do here. Basically what I have to say is a lot of sisters are looking for men that are capable leaders that will provide for them, protect them, and proclaim them as their wives. And so, hello. And the dating pool is full of people with no drive, no ambition, no motivation. Their main concern is rims on a Crown Victoria, having a grill, having a Flash Jordans. I mean, I saw a picture last week where a fella had his shoe boxes mounted on the wall like art, and a shoe was sitting on top of the shoebox. And it's like, when you're looking for a man, is that the man that's out there, the one that elevates his shoe game, or that is trying to have the freshest clothes, or that has the costume jewelry, or is just so full of himself? Like, is that what we have to choose from? And so many women look at men that are not that way as the truly undesirable ones. And they overlook really good men, decent men, capable men, because they don't fit this idea of what a man is supposed to look like and how he's supposed to walk with swag. And that was one of the things people loved about Obama, because he had swag. He walked with a little something, and he knew when to go ahead and throw his little yeah. They thought that was fine and appealing. But most of us were sitting here like, okay, so what are you going to do? Like, how productive are you going to be? Women are seeking men. Women are seeking husbands. Women are looking these days, now more than ever, to be wives. Here's the crazy part. Now, this is all going to be scattered because just whatever. Here's the crazy part. Most of us don't know how to be wives to begin with. Just as most of the men don't know how to be husbands. Why? It's because we don't have really good examples of what wives and husbands are and how they interact with each other. It's almost like we're starting behind the curve. And so in some of our social circles, people are saying, well, we need elders. And it's almost like we're going to be the elders, because if you look at our elders, they are not good examples of what marriage and happy homes and family is even supposed to look like, let alone emulate. So it's like we're kind of locked in this situation where we need to make the best moves with what we have. Some women are looking for husbands so desperately that they, like myself in the past, allowed the smooth talker, the guy that comes in your inbox, or that sends you messages on social media, or the one that's in your neighborhood that comes up to you, dang shorty, you fine, you know, wow, those lips, your eyes are so captivating, or don't you want to be kept, don't you want to be taken care of, you out here struggling as a single mother, I could solve all them problems, just jump on my team. With a woman like you could shoot me to the moon. And women fall for it. I fell for it myself. And it's like, knowing what I know now, I would tell every woman to run fast. Not run like I want you to. I can see the comments. I'm gonna address the comments in one moment. I would advise women to run like hell from the man that approaches her on that captain, I got your back, single mother, you know, I know it's hard out here, here's my tax returns, here are my check stubs, look at how much money I got, look at how much money I bring in, I'm just out here on my own and I need a queen like you on my team. That sounds good. That appeals to the nature of the woman that wants to help and propel a man, because in our nature, we want to nurture and encourage. Like, that's what we want to do. I'm gonna be losing the light here in a minute, but I want women to really pay attention to what they not saying. Is that man in debt? Is that man abusive? Is that man on child support? Does he got six child support orders against him, and he's only bringing home $300 a week, if that? I want women to really pay attention to what brothers are not saying. And I know it's hard being a single woman, and it's even harder being a single mother, because I've been both. It is hard. And I know, our families and our friends, I'm going to end up cutting on the light here or something. Let's see. Hey. And I know our families and our friends, they encourage us, yeah, you come from a family of nothing but independent women, and you strong, we all strong Black women. We've done this all by ourselves. We raised our own kids by ourselves. We don't need a man for nothing. And now we realize that is the wrong advice. That is not how you should be. It is hard for a woman to come out of super independence, don't need a man for nothing, and then to become a wife, and you have a man, and you bump heads because you fortified, I could do this on my own. I got me. I don't need no. So I know it's hard, and I know being a single mother and a single wife, single mother and a single woman on their own is hard, but don't be so desperate to jump to the freaking crocodiles and alligators that lurk and they look for wounded prey, because you are pretty much wounded prey, even though you're so strong and you don't need a man for nothing. Don't look for those guys, man. Those guys are sometimes the worst guys. You will find yourself barefoot, broke, and on your ass. Women, if we're not dating in our own communities, and we find a man across the country, man, I want to tell you to be careful. Don't fall for the okie doke. Like, I know my social media presence and personality is very hard to deal with, and I get it. I am, from the streets, this is for real. But I've grown so much, and I'm able to see how I messed up, and I just don't want people to mess up like I did. So don't fall for these dudes that are just gassing you up, queen, queen this and queen that, and goddess this and goddess that, or I don't know, because it's not just guys that subscribe to one ideology that are this way. They are everywhere. They're wearing kufis, they're wearing fringes, they're wearing Jordans, they're wearing regular clothes, they're wearing freaking work uniforms. These men are coming in all shapes and sizes, and some are good, but most are bad. And I want y'all to really focus on looking at what guys are not saying, seeing past the flash and the this, and what is this man leading with? Is this man leading with his money? That's why he's talking about his money and what he could do for you and how he can pay this and pay that. He's leading with money. Or a man that's only attracted to you because of how you look. Something might be wrong. Like, you got to look for a man or be interested or pique yourself to a man that's interested in more than just you and your physical package. What can you both benefit from each other, being with each other? Don't just sit up here and just go for a dude because he's fine. Don't go for a woman just because she's fine. Like, we really need to be careful and try to choose our mates a little bit better. And I'm losing light left and right here, and so I'm going to end this video and try to pick it up in the house. But remember what I said, if you can. Hi, K Berry, and everyone else that asked me questions. Is a marriage ceremony necessary? It depends, because the ceremony could be between you and that woman and her parents. It doesn't have to be something that's big. There's a brother commenting. I'll try to see that in a minute. Hi, K Berry. And basically, yes, marriage is business. Marriage is a partnership. And if we just marrying people because they fine and they got Jordans or they got gold teeth so they look like they gonna do something, then that's not the way to go. And so I just want people to not be so surface when they're trying to find people to connect with, especially if you're a woman with kids. You need to be careful of who you are taking your children around. You need to be careful, man. Be careful. I wanted to make this video quick, but I know I missed some points, so I'm gonna try to figure out what else I need to say and make another video, maybe. I don't know, but again, it's getting dark, and my husband don't like me being outside when it's dark, so I'm going inside.